And we've been on this subject of communication for a while now, and we want to go deeper probably and see how far we can go. So get your pen and your paper, get a cup of tea, get a glass of juice, or a mug of uji, or your dinner.
And get ready for this thing called marriage.
And we are very sure that as you're watching, let's hope that you're watching with your spouse, your babe, your
boo-boo,
boy, bobo, babe, all of them together, so that we can have this program, and we're very sure you're going to get blessed. And as always, as we say, that today is going to be a fantastic program. And tonight we are talking about
communication part 3.
Communication part 3.
We have been on communication like the whole of this month.
Yes.
And so today we are doing, matter of fact, we began in the last week of June. So we are in the third part of communication.
Yes, straight to the program today. We are going to talk about 7 effective communication skills for couples. 7 effective skills for couples. 7 communication skills. 7 communication skills for couples. Yani njia 7 za watu ambao wana kuongea, kuzungumza hivyo. 7 communication skills for couples. When you're communicating, how do you communicate?
That's
Number 1.
Right.
Let me ask, is talking communication?
Yeah, it is.
It's part of communication.
As long as you're not talking to yourself, if you have a second party, you're communicating.
I think it's part of communication.
What? Talking?
Yes.
There's
verbal and nonverbal communication.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so talking is part of communication. So, and the thing is this, whether somebody is quiet or not, they are communicating.
Yeah.
They're saying something.
Saying something.
Yeah, there is what they call it, we call it the eye language, the body language, the tone of the voice, all those are communication. But we're going to show you how do you communicate effectively, because last time we said there's a way you can communicate and you end up spoiling the communication.
Yeah.
You end up spoiling the whole thing.
Yeah, we began very well. I think they should follow the parts, part 1.
Yeah.
Then go to part 2. Then now we are, I think, wrapping up on it or somehow getting there. Yeah, on this part 3.
And then we are very sure you can get all this on our YouTube channel.
That's right.
And then you're very sure you're going to be blessed. So as people are talking, as couples are living together, and they have to, you cannot live together and not communicate.
True.
You cannot live together and not have a very buoyant communication. So you need to understand, how do we communicate?
Yeah, effectively.
Yeah, I want to pass out a message. I want to say something. How do I say it?
Yeah.
How do I bring it out? It's very, very important. And so one of the ways we communicate is note body language is note that body language is a non-verbal communication. That means even if somebody is not talking, but look at their body language, the way they behave, especially with mama, the way their body reacts. And when you do mama, and I get kitu, I'm from Domo, she has pulled their mouth, there are some two things that shows that women are communicating. She's not talking, she's moody, banging the doors. That's communication.
Yani tu lazima useme wazi.
Ni kweli, women uvuta mdomo. Alafu si part of communication.
So wababa wavutani mdomo, wale kwanza wananyamaza siku hizi 1 month.
They become
hiyo ni kuvuta mdomo ya excess.
Wamama uvuta hii literally.
Yeah, so body language is a non-verbal form of communication. So you may be seated, I'm talking, or we are having a communication, and there's a way your body can be saying that you're not agreeing, or you don't like, or whatever you're saying, you're boring by your body language.
Yeah.
Okay? Either by your eyes rolling, either by you having, several body movements, shaking your legs and all that. So for any couple to have an effective communication, they should be able to check on their body language.
Do you mean that when people are talking, they should be as stiff as a ruler?
Just know that your body language can send a bad message.
That's my question.
Yeah.
So when people are communicating, how do you see it?
You don't have to be still, but of course, you don't have now to be still, but there's a way you can be so uneasy until nika unaumwa na siafu. Nini tulia, your eyes are rolling.
That
okay?
means
Your eyes are rolling like those ones of whatever you're saying I don't agree with. Okay?
But
your mouth is pulled. Those ones of you're irritating.
Women can sometimes overinterpret.
What?
Overinterpret body communication.
No. You know, body language is not a thing for women. It is not a school that women go to do a study on.
No, it's inborn. It's inborn.
No.
They have it from the day they were born.
No.
As long as you're feminine.
Body language, as long as you have a body, you have a body language. Unless men are spirits. Yeah, unless you want to say that men are spirits. Then, at the end of the day, you will see them sitting like this. And then you lean back. And someone is rolling their hands like as if they are itchy. You know, that's a body language. That will tell you this guy is uneasy or whatever you're talking about. Nyamaza. No. Ama malizia. But someone who is comfortably seated like we are. And we are communicating, right?
Like you know, you're moving. Everybody language.
My hands are moving.
So what do you
But
mean?
see now, it's a body language. It's a way of communication.
So I should read it between.
No, we unasumbua.
Okay, so let's go.
Unasumbua. Ona, now the communication is like now there is ease. You're at ease. I'm at ease. I'm expressing myself maybe with my hands to bring out my point more clearer or home. So body language can be positive and can be negative. So what we are talking about here is that your body language should be, for you to have an effective communication, your body language should be a positive body language.
What is a positive body language?
Like now what I'm saying. Sit still, be calm.
Is this part of body language? Still?
Body language, that is not body language, that is abuse. What are you pointing? But you see body language ya wahali. That's not a body language. That is now, you're becoming now offensive to whoever you're pointing. Body language is what you do with your body that is bringing out a communication quietly, non-verbally.
Is there a point where you get and it becomes unconscious?
Yes.
You can do it unconscious?
Yes. Very many people, matter of fact, don't know that they are, like now for instance, you could be in a very professional meeting and your legs are shaking. There are people who are just used to shaking their legs.
Yes.
That person, in actual sense, as you're reading their body language, is they have a certain tension. Anyone who has that tendency of shaking their legs, akona ayuko hapo, the guy is not present or the woman is not present. There is something running in their mind that is making their body anxious, so they are not still. Okay? That is part of psychology and counseling. You get to understand these of you two huko ndani. So someone who is in a professional meeting, a board meeting, and someone who is calm, their legs are crossed, that tells you that this person is still. This person is calm. But this person is, at a point whereby they are ready to pick or receive whatever is being spoken of in the meeting.
I also believe they say that if somebody is touchy, that it means they love themselves. Touching them, maybe they're
sasa umeenda kutouch kwa body
language. There are people. There are people you talk, you find they're like.
I am.
It's a sign of this person is, they're in need of love or they are very affectionate.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I learned from you now.
Yeah, so thank you, learn.
Yeah, okay.
But non-verbal communication.
Yeah, body language is a non-verbal.
And there are people. My thought is, you should not interpret it before you ask.
Because, as you have said, some of those body languages are unconscious. Someone is not conscious of what they are doing. And
so at that point, you should let the person, are you okay? Why are you so touchy? They will tell you, my mind is just drifting.
What are you touch?
As I said, somebody is just touching themselves. You find they are talking their nose.
No, that's...
No, it's body language. It's verbal, non-verbal.
How do you do that? You're a child.
There are people, you're talking to them, they have to do like this.
Those are small behaviors, but that's not a body language. Can you say?
That's a body reaction.
Yeah, exactly. No. It's something that body language.
It's like you're talking to a lady and she start doing on her knees, moving whatever they remove there.
And then so you're becoming.
No, you will discover that shows you also they are not there. they've gone into this name.
And also it could be unconscious. Ni kitu amezoea kufanya.
But I'm saying
like
now,
it's also touching the face.
Yeah.
Is someone does it at a yuko uko.
There are people who even, poking their nose is just unconscious. Yeah.
Okay.
So when couples are talking, they must be careful of the body language.
Yes.
And I think during communication, when there's an issue, when they start reacting like that, what they should do is they should start talking about as in pose, get to know what is happening.
Yeah.
So one of the things that you should understand when you're having a communication is that you should be careful of the body language, because that one communicates a lot.
That's right.
Yeah. So number 2, think that we need to an effective communication skills for couples. And let me just say, some of these topics I don't even the headlines I don't come with them. So if you see me like trying to eat up what I'm saying, it's because of what she's written. So number 2 is do not talk both at the same time.
That's right.
Many couples, when they are, matter of fact, many couples, they talk all of them spontaneously. That is wrong.
Yeah.
Because definitely anger will flare.
Yeah.
Kasira katapanda. So when you're having a communication as a couple, one person should keep quiet for the other person to talk.
Yeah. Especially for men. Men do not have that capacity of handling too much, especially when there's a heated argument. This is what I've come to learn, that the heart rate of a man in a heated communication is usually very fast. Okay? While that one of a woman can be calm. So that is why you will find in a heated argument, the woman will want to handle that thing at that particular time. And the man will be like, quiet, I can't take this, quiet. Because at that time, his heart rate is pumping, is very high, is very high. And the woman's is like, no, I'm okay, let's handle it now. You see, that's the difference that a couple should be able to understand. There is, to a certain extent, a man can't take it anymore. And if you don't give him that room to either walk out or go, the next thing itakuwa slap. Amangumi, because he can't handle it. Now the body is already reacting towards it. So that's another form of, when you're talking as a couple, to avoid that moment of mori imeanza kupanda, asira imeanza kupanda and all that. What you need to do is mind the other person. Let one person finish talking. You will talk. They can't talk the whole day. Okay? If not, have a pen and a notebook or a notepad in your phone.
Don't think somebody will say you're not concentrating.
No, for me, that has worked for us. So even us here, we are giving advice per experience. Okay? And I think that one works very well, because you will give your whoever is talking ample time to express themselves without having to interject. Of which that interjection is what now brings anger in both ways, for the woman and for the man, but especially for the man, because of their nature, the way they are created.
Yeah, and you discover most of the time, if both of you talk, what will happen is you will not understand get to understand what the other person is saying, what the other party is saying. So your wife is talking and you're interjecting, you will not get the picture home. You will not get to understand exactly what was she saying. So that will make you not have a clear understanding of what your partner was saying.
That's right.
She's talking, you're talking, and and this is what happens when you do that. You discover you will pick the wrong thing. And in between, you will say the wrong thing.
Yeah.
So this man will say the wrong thing, and one of the genders will pick the wrong and run with it. So what that will do
Thank you for not pointing fingers.
Yes, and those genders will thank God. They can take one side and they will run with it, and they will talk about it. Matter of fact, the game will change from the main issue into something else.
Issue. Tuweke Google.
Yes.
It's issue. So, main agenda. Let's continue from there.
Yes, I told you. now I was trying to explain. This gender, see how God wants to reveal the wicked part of the thing. You see, this gender takes the wrong part.
No, I just had a word that was wrongly pronounced.
No.
Okay, let's continue.
We'll confirm after this program.
Well. Yeah.
So what happens is you discover that you will pick the wrong thing. If the man said, that is why you're very annoying. Oh, so I'm annoying. What you're talking about was not even the annoying thing. But because of the heated argument and this one is talking, this one is talking, you pick the wrong thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right. That's very true.
So when you're talking, when you're communicating, and especially when it's a sensitive issue,
yeah,
just let the person finish talking.
Let one person talk, then you can talk. If you feel like in between whatever they are saying is touching on you, or it's something that you need to put in a word there and then, you can have a notepad on your phone or on an iPad or on your laptop, or have a pen and a paper.
Really? So you're talking and I'm typing?
I do it myself.
I prefer
with a pen and a paper.
Not iPad.
Most of the time myself, I use a pen and a paper just to make sure that I don't interject what he's saying, and also not to forget what I wanted to put as a top up.
It's very easy.
Yeah.
It's very easy for you to forget, and it was an important thing. So when you're communicating, we agree that let one party finish.
Yes.
And that talk
I saw you open my phone, so you have your finger is up.
Anything to hide?
Oh, I didn't know you have a password.
I must know what is this phone. And let me talk to men. Make sure you have all the PIN and the password of your wives.
I just saw him put a password with his finger on my phone, live on TV.
Because most men are the ones who are caught.
When did you put it?
Don't worry. While you are
Nitaweka macho. Put my eye.
Open your eye.
Nitaweka macho. I'll be opening with my eyes.
Imagine. So I know.
Hiya.
I even have the M-Pesa one. Yes. I found it. Then now, the one I'm looking for is PIN.
We will talk about it after this, how you got there.
Communication. So, when you're given... Wow!
Snooper. Hey, Snooper.
Can you
okay, I'm trying to help you, but I've seen you help yourself.
I'm fine. Don't worry, I'm fine.
No problem.
I'm very okay. So, what needs to happen is you need to make sure...
Yeah.
And let me say this point before you even go for a short break. This is the thing. When you're having a communication... And I'm talking about this other gender.
Yeah.
When you're having a conversation and you've been given time for you to talk, don't talk till eternity. Matter of fact, I think when you come to talking, you should be having a timer. Well, 1 minute.
Mimi, I told women, and I know they're the ones, they're the ones with the challenge of over talking. Of course, because of their nature. 25,000 words, over 10,000 words, even 15,000 Jew. No. So you definitely expect them to talk more. So what I usually tell them, if you want to cater your words as a woman, just have a very deep walk relationship with the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit will allow you, you'll be a man, is it true? That when you're walking right with the Holy Spirit, your words become few.
Yes.
Ni kweli? Sasa tumalizie tu hapo.
Wale ambao wana Roho Mtakatifu, those who have the Holy Spirit.
Those who don't have the Holy Spirit.
I think they should have a timer.
Yeah, if the relationship allows. Yes.
Because there are people who can talk.
Yeah. If there are people even they come to for counseling and they overtalk. You know those ones of his like they've come to tell you and cancel themselves. It's not right.
I had one who talked for 2 hours.
Yeah. Ushaja kichwa, you're not even there.
Matter of fact, I already moved to the last person. Yes. Now listen, that's a second thing you need to do when you're having communication. You must make sure one person talks. Then we need to understand how do you come to the conclusion of one thing of communication.
That's right.
Okay? Yeah. So it's very important. All right. Yeah. We're going for a short break. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back. Every Tuesday we call it
Terrific Tuesday.
Yes, we sit on this couch with my wife, my friend, my partner in Christ, and my partner in
Christ.
In crime. As we discuss this thing called
marriage.
Because the marriage is good.
Marriage works.
If only.
If only you work.
All right, let's go to the third point. How do you have effective communication? how do you have effective communication whereby you end up getting results in your communication. So number 3 is think before you talk. Very, very cautious what you're saying. Because there are things you can say that can be very hurtful.
Yes.
Yeah. So
matter of fact, why you should think before you talk is because you may say something that can never be erased. Okay? Yeah. That can go deep in someone's heart and cause a pain or cause a memory that, you know, was just by a moment of carelessness. So thinking before you talk is very paramount. And in anger, many people sin. Many people talk anything, say anything at the heat of that moment. So thinking before you talk is just as it is. Yes. Fikiria kabla kenye unaenda kusema useme. Because it is, once it has come out, it can never be
erased.
Yeah.
And knowing also this gender, they are very sensitive. So they can keep something for another century.
Can you stop finger pointing on gender?
I just say this gender.
Yeah? You've pointed. You've said this gender.
There are 2 genders. I'm just using body language.
Which is a bad one.
No, which one?
You know you don't have to point like this.
I'm not pointing. I'm just saying this gender. I didn't mention anybody. It's my hands now. So what happens?
Defense mechanism.
No.
Body language, defense mechanism. It is well.
So there are certain genders that are very sensitive when it comes to what you say to them. They can hold it for years till Jesus return. Matter of fact, that can even make them not to enter heaven.
Yeah.
Because they are feeling, oh, you know, you told me this, which can eventually, you know, and there's something you can say that will make what you're talking about just end there.
Yeah.
The whole communication dies there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just the things just shift.
Yeah. So think before you and you know what? That statement many a times is taken as an abuse.
Yeah, yeah.
Ukiambiwa fikiria kabla uongee, that's Swahili. The way you can say it in Kikuyu, the way you can say it in other languages.
Yeah.
Okay? So when you're told, no, honey, you need to learn to think before you talk, take it as it is.
Those things are abusive.
Many times people take it as an abuse.
Right. All right. So we are on number 5. Number 4. Well, how to have effective communication. So number 4 is be respectful. Be very respectful.
Yes.
What you're saying, be very respectful. Make sure don't mention some names.
Yeah.
You're very childish. Then you're thinking, I don't think you are learning.
Hiyo akili yako ni ya mtu mzima kweli.
You have a very small brain.
Yeah.
You're thinking like a child. Be careful what you say.
Be respectful.
Yeah. The way you took that thing, you took it like a immature person.
Yeah, you're very mature.
Immature, and that person already is 40.
But see, okay, this is me, all right? This is actually how I see things. There is just one word. You don't have always to take words personally. Okay?
No.
Like,
don't be abusive.
In one state, that could be the only way I can describe what you're doing. No. Now,
immature.
As in see matusi. It's just a description at a certain point. Aye. Like now, you could be behaving like a child, and how do I say it better?
When you talk to.
When you're behaving immature.
No, hapana.
Inategemea vile unaichukua.
You cannot say you think like a child. You're very mature.
No, that one is
seriously. How can you reason like that?
No, how can you reason like that is not an abuse.
It's an abuse.
No, it's like...
What do you mean I was reasoning how? Our reasoning are different. No. Matter of fact, that's why we have what called English terminologies to find the right words.
But immaturity is not an abuse.
It is an abuse. You're telling your husband who is 70, you think like a child.
That one is an abuse.
That was very childish.
Yeah, that one is an abuse.
That was very mature.
Yeah. Someone may have behaved childish, and you know that the age is not what you define by maturity. So someone could be 7. Yes, you could be 70 and you're behaving like a child.
Still, be respectful.
Yeah, for me, respect is one and by how you carry yourself and all that. But in your communication, you need to be very respectful, because it can build or break that communication.
Yeah.
Leave alone the relationship.
Imagine.
Yeah, it can take that communication in a very wrong route. And again, this is what I usually say. Don't tell someone what you wouldn't want to be told. Don't handle someone in an disrespectful way. Yeah. If you're handled like that, would you take it? That's how to put yourself in someone's shoe. Yeah. So that you know how they feel if you are the one whom they had done that to, or you had done that to them. So it's very important to be respectful. Respect is just for everyone.
Respect is respect.
Yeah, even children need to be respected. How much more your spouse?
Yeah.
Yeah, so when you're talking to that person, remember that person is an adult.
Yes.
And they deserve to be respected by the state of being an adult.
And that also connotes on even the tone of the way you're talking.
Even that one, we didn't go even into the depths of that today. That's another time. Maybe we will look to that. The tone. So many things also entail communication, and part of it is the tone.
The tone.
Yeah, tone matters.
Yeah, and again, in that what you do, body language when you're with your tone.
Also can speak respect.
Yeah, disrespect.
Again, as he's saying, for me, I'll take some words like immature. That was very immature of you. That was childish of you. For me, it depends on what I'm being told. I will take it. Okay? But again, also look at whoever you're talking to. Maybe ni sensitive. For me, there are some words that are not abusive. Ukiniambia when uko na utoto, that could be meaning my behavior is at that particular time is childish. Yeah, but all in all, respect.
Make sure there's respect.
Yeah.
Number 5.
How
do you have effective communication? In your communication, make sure you accept that issues can be viewed uniquely.
Yes.
Issues can be viewed.
You see now you've said it the right way.
No. Today we are going, also accept that issues can be viewed uniquely.
Yes.
Meaning the way I see things is not the way you see things. So don't try to make me see it your way. And don't force it.
Yeah.
Chikili hapo.
Yeah. Hapana.
Most of this our African gender or this other gender, they have a tendency. No, this is what I'm telling you to see. See this thing. You don't force somebody to see something which is that somebody can see the same thing in a different way and get it in a different perspective. You agree?
Very true. And that also connotes the other gender also, because now we are trying to be smart here. Let me follow suit. So that other gender can tend to think that this other gender does not have brains.
That's how it is.
So unaongozwa mpaka na ile venye like unaongozwa na vile unafaa kufikiria. So someone can view something totally very different.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to, what you're seeing is not, if I see green, it doesn't have to be green too. You could be seeing yellow.
But the thing is, should it be respected?
It should be respected. It should be absolutely respected. And that is what now.
So if I see this thing as not as gold, it's yellow.
Yeah.
So you respect it that way.
Respect it, but even if it is, the correction has to come, it has to come very politely.
Without being forced.
No, without being forced. Where kama ni yellow, endelea kuona ni yellow. Bebana nayo, go wherever you want to go. It's your problem. Yeah, but as long as if we bring a third and a fourth and a sixth party, this thing is gold. Full stop.
It's not yellow.
But at the end of the day, in communication, your eyes are soggy. Maybe you're sleepy or something happened. So views can be viewed uniquely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. People can view things differently, and that is where now you gauge respect. Okay, I gauge respect as a woman by the way my husband respects what I see. Okay, how I see it, and you gauge my respect to you also when we are communicating on the way so that's how you saw it. Then I'm sorry, I didn't mean it that way.
But what about if you're right?
The view is, so that's now the point. You should come to a point of consensus. Hii kitu hani ukweli tu si gold. See yellow, ni gold.
Then
that consensus should be reached.
Then I think you should bring that gold and the yellow and show me. So I can see it's yellow.
Yeah.
Or we go to Google, we see, show us yellow color.
And that is why I said, if need be, let there be a fourth party who can be able to open your eyes ndio uone uko wrong.
But on the matter,
respect it.
Yeah, don't force your other partner to see it your way.
Yeah.
You might be wrong, and that is controlling. That's manipulation.
Manipulation,
control.
And it's a whip of witchcraft.
Witchcraft.
You are a witch in the hiding.
Number 5.
Yeah.
Number 6, very important. Yeah. How do you have effective communication? In your communication, make sure you focus on the current issues. Focus on the current matter.
Yeah.
Don't bring the issues of 20, let's go. You know, you brought something which has been there for years. What you do is what is actually happening now. And you see, at that particular point, that's when now you start having communication.
Yes.
Don't talk about something which is not on ground.
Yeah.
Don't bring something that is not on ground. Yes.
Completely, you need to, you said the point was?
The point is focus on the current issues.
Focus on the current issues. Current issues. And, you know, this is the thing. We usually keep on telling couples that you may start an issue over this phone.
Yeah.
But it ends up on you never iron my clothes.
Yes.
The issue was the phone. Yeah, so when you focus on that issue, it helps you not to go out of topic. Of which not going out of topic helps you not to have a chain of, you see, of 1920, the day we met, you know, like that.
Now let's give me cold food.
Yeah, it starts from we were handling, and in that there has to be a prefect.
Yes.
Okay? Especially and in our own marriage, he's the prefect.
Yes.
He's the one who hana pana.
I will own that.
Kuna atushikiliangi kwa this thing called marriage. So in our own, you're the prefect. Wewe ushikiliangi. Wewe unatakanga zako nishikilie, lakini zangu shikiliangi. Si nimekunini hapa ukakataa, nimekugotea ukakataa. Yeah.
Back to the point.
So back to the issue. Yeah. We are coming out of topic. Now that's the thing. When you want to stay on one point, there should be a prefect.
Yes.
Someone who is drawing you back. That was no, and you'll find you'll be handling matters. Yeah, in less than even 10 minutes, 15 minutes, you're done. If there was an underlying issue, look for another day when you can be able to bring it up, but not have a chain of 1,001 complaints over a topic that began with a phone.
Yes,
that's wrong.
Yeah, very key. And most couples are having that issue where you find that the man just wanted to bring up an issue that's not there. And that also shows that there are piled up issues.
Yes.
If somebody is bringing an issue that's supposed to be have been handled and they're bringing it up, it shows that this issue is something they want to, you know, somebody wants. For me, I look at, you're looking for trouble.
You're a troublemaker.
Yes.
You don't want peace.
Number 7, make sure you, it becomes a fight fair.
Fair fight.
Or fair fight. Fight fair or fair fight. You know, make sure.
Fight fairly or a fair fight.
Yes. Make sure you're not the one who's always winning.
Yeah.
Because there are certain gender who believe that they must win. They must win. Yes. Whatever they're saying must go. Whatever they say is what is to be done. That is wrong.
Yeah, and others also think that because now they are the head, now those kind of genders, they think now, absolutely, they should always win. No, I have not mentioned anyone. Did I mention lady?
A lady?
I did not mention. I did not mention lady. So, I did not mention man. I just said there is another gender that tends to think that.
They don't do genders.
There is another gender that I don't want to mention names. That you say I'm pointing.
Let's ask a question.
Yeah.
Who is the head?
Yes, now because men think that men know that they are the head.
So that's where you're going.
Yes, I didn't want to go direct. Sasa unaona when umehata hapo imebidi nimetoka direct. Okay? So because now men know or think that they are the head. So they want to manipulate everything and they have to win everywhere. They don't take correction. They don't take when they have messed you up, like they can agree that this one is true, I was wrong. That one now is not a fair fight. At some point you need as a woman just to accept that, and yeah, I messed you up. Completely there, I really messed you up. And as a man you need to accept and own up that the thing I did, truly, I need to apologize. No. That's now it's even harder for men because when it comes to now fighting fairly in the communication, it becomes harder for a man because of their nature. They don't feel like they should at some point, come low. No, they feel that they should always be at the top, right up there.
That is wrong.
Yeah, it's wrong.
It should be like that.
For me, this is how I view marriage. Okay, one, you two are friends. Okay. Number two, is not a competition. We are partners. So what are we fighting? Nani anapewa kikombe hapa? If we are arguing right now, who will get the utmost trophy and go with it so that the nation of Kenya knows that you have won the argument? No one. So fight fairly. Open your eyes. See that it's truly here. I messed you. My husband, I owe you an apology and it will not happen again. Please keep me in check. Imeisha. And you see, with an apology, what it does, it cools your anger. When apology comes out and someone owns up, inakutuliza. And a man also, it doesn't demean you or make you lesser a man when you accept that you are wrong.
True.
Yeah.
We believe you got something tonight. We believe that something came into you. You just got something tonight. Wow, we believe you've been blessed. We believe that you just had a wonderful program with us. We are so excited. Please, again, go to our YouTube channel and subscribe and just hit the bell button. Make sure you're part of this. Go to Rev B Akama and Sound of Abundance on Facebook. Go to Rev B Akama on YouTube. Go to Instagram, Rev B Akama. Go to TikTok, Rev B Akama. Go to Twitter, Rev B Akama. Go to Juliet Bernard Akama
on YouTube.
On Facebook, the same.
Instagram,
the same.
And TikTok,
the same.
Yes.
We believe you've been blessed, and as we always say, as long as you're not dead,
there is hope for your tomorrow.
And keep watching Sowa TV.
Touching lives, the power of love.
God bless you.
Shalom.
Bye for now.
This thing called marriage.